Hey guys, it's SpongeBob1255 here with a tutorial on the game called Rocket League. Now, if you've read the title, then you'll know that it's based on dribbling, as well as wall shots, as well as aerials. These are the three main things that I want to focus on today, and I'll be doing the basics of them. In a later video, I will focus on the more advanced techniques. I wouldn't really call them advanced as much as medium, I guess, average difficulty techniques. But what I want to start on is just the absolute basics and the way to get better with those different techniques. Now for aerials, one of my favorite practices that I started when I first got onto this game was to just come into free play, throw on ball cam, and get focused on hovering. Now I'm teaching a friend at the moment, and this is something I've been trying to get into his head, is that you need to know how to hover and how your vehicle spins and does everything before you get into the aerials. It helps a lot, and he's actually been managing to sink a few aerials like this. Now, what I'd recommend after you get used to hovering, just to kind of go for a little trip, nice and slow. You don't want to take it too fast. The faster you take it, the more likely you are to mess up, especially early on. So you'll just come around and do some laps. Highly recommend, like I said, taking them slow. You can go fast if you want to just jump right into the fire, and just come around the ball. It helps to have ball cam on, because you will need ball cam for most of the aerials you do anyway. If you do them with free cam, then you can go ahead and practice with free cam as well. It's not really set in stone. It's kind of your own personal preference, to be completely honest. I do really enjoy using ball cam personally, so it's usually what I'll do. Now, that's one of the things you want to do. Eventually, after you've gotten the hang of figuring out how your vehicle moves, which way it goes when you do that, which way it goes when you do that, then you're going to want to start setting the ball up in a position like it is right now, and you'll come like this. You won't use all your boost. You don't want to do that so much, but at the end of the day, what you want to do is conserve as much boost as possible, because if you miss an aerial, what you want to do, especially in a 3v3, is get back and hope, well, in most cases, your team will be up and you'll be cycling out after your shot. So you want to have that boost to get back, just in case they get that off-chance goal on you, and you want to be in nets. So, what you're going to do, after you've gotten the handle on floating around all over the place, you're going to set the ball up in position like it is here in the middle, and you're just going to jump in the air and just focus on landing on the ball. Boom, just like that. Now this will help you figure out exactly how you're going to move when you're in the air. It helps even more if you're, of course, rolling the ball, and you could be like, well, the ball's going to be there. Oh, I missed it. But that's basically the idea you want to do. Especially helps when you're rolling the ball like this, because eventually you're going to need to predict where the ball's going to be, and you can tell exactly by what speed it's going, where it's going to be, and honestly, it does all come with practice, knowing the arena, knowing where the ball's going to bounce off of, and that's something that definitely helps in something like free play. Now, a good thing to know is that if the ball goes off the wall here, it's going to bounce off. It's actually going to come out around here if you hit it straight up against the wall, which actually sets you up for a decent aerial. But for the most part, what I've noticed is if you hit the ball up along here, oh, not like that, but it's going to roll straight up the wall. Something you definitely got to notice is that when you're predicting the ball, they're going to move differently depending on where you hit it. I mean, of course, if you hit it on, see, kind of bounces way off. If you hit it on this corner here, it's going to bounce straight that way, wherever you go. That's something that comes with a lot of experience and a lot of hours logged into the game, figuring out which shot goes where, figuring out how people are going to hit the ball. But that's a little more advanced, and you won't have to worry about that too much. But free play will definitely give you just about all the information that you need on that. Alright, so moving on, we're going to come on to dribbling next. Now, the basics of dribbling, what you want to do, just get up alongside the ball. Some people do come at it from the front. That's not the way I do it personally. I really don't like to, oh my god. I really don't like to come straight up front of the ball, because I don't feel like it's a situation that I get into too much in the actual game. The situation that I'm more likely to find myself in is the ball is rolling forward like this, and there's a goalie in net, so I gotta, dipsy doodle around him, blah blah blah, come at it from the left, just to bounce it out of his way. Boom, like that, then you dodge him that way, then you dodge him that way, and you dribble it on and on and on. So, the way to practice this is to just take it, nice little bump on the side, and you shouldn't be going fast like me, that was stupid. What you want to do off the hop is kind of just take it nice and slow. Just give it a little nudge, and then come at it from the side and get it on your hood. Now, obviously, the ball will move differently depending on the vehicle you have. The Back to the Future car is decent for dribbling, I would say, but if you're a main dribbler, I'd say you'd want to go for something like the Breakout. A Breakout is a really good vehicle I've noticed for dribbling. It's one of my highest win vehicles, but I haven't used it in the past so much because I found the Back to the Future car, and honestly, it's helping me a lot to use this car because it's an all-around good car to use. Now, just of course follow these tips and you'll slowly get better at dribbling. Obviously, I couldn't do this when I first started. There was no way I could dribble anything to save my life. But now I'm actually gotten pretty decent at it. Now, of course, like I said earlier, this won't take you to Superstar or Shooting Star or, Grand Champion, anything like that, unless you practice at it. This is definitely a game that requires a lot of practice. So what you want to do is just come in here in between matches. You're looking for a match. Just come in here, give it a couple seconds. Every little second counts when you're practicing. But that's really all I got for you for dribbling, actually, at the moment. Of course, I'll focus on that more in a later video, as well as the aerials. But now, what I want to show you is the wall shot. Now, the wall shot is really important because it can be used both defensively, you can use it offensively to score for yourself, or you can use it to send the ball off to a teammate, depending on how you hit the ball. Now, the wall shot works the same way you want to start a dribble. Just get it going straight, comes up the wall here. Now you got a few decisions to make here. You can send it into the middle like that, or what you could have done, what I could have done, I guess, you could hit the ball differently. Now, I front flipped there, and what that did was centered it for my teammate, assuming I had a teammate that was running downfield alongside of me, ready for when I hit it from up there. He would have been waiting right here, the ball would have came center, and he either would have had a shot on net or a chance to knock it away from the enemy team and then get it into their zone in our possession. Now, the way you gotta decide what to do is really comes with experience. It depends on where the enemy team is, where your teammates are, and you can hit it forward and then follow up, or you can get a hell away from the ball. But that's with the front flip method. Now, what else you can do is just come at it straight like this. Now, in most cases, it'll hit it straight alongside the wall, depending on how you hit it. Now, of course, you sometimes won't be able to hit these shots in free play, and that's exactly why I think you should come into free play to practice making these shots. You can come at it like that, say, and just comes along the wall, centered, boom. Somebody can come in for a finisher, boom, and you're good. But that's something you can focus on once you get a lot better with this. This is tutorials mainly aimed at people sort of just starting the game, trying to figure out how can I do this, how can I get better at this, and really at the end of the day, it's all about practicing. Honestly, the more hours you put into this game, I currently have, I believe, 250 hours, but I did have a kind of a hiatus, actually. I stopped for about 3 months and kind of played League of Legends, which is a big mistake considering how awesome this game is. Actually, now that I've gotten back into it, I'm really getting back into it, and I'm really enjoying it. So, like I said, practice, practice, practice. Free play is the way to go. If you don't want to practice in free play and you want to have a bit of a challenge, but you don't want people getting mad at you saying what to save every 10 seconds, simply go with bots or create a private match with your friends. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. It's completely up to you at the end of the day, but really, just do whatever you want to do. Realistically, I'd say this is the best way, but as I said earlier, that is personal preference. Thank you very much for watching the video. I appreciate it, guys, and I hope you stay tuned for the next one. That'll go on a more in-depth look at the wall shots, as well as the aerial practice and the dribble practices that you can do. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you subscribe. Have a good one.